That is a tasty beverage. Welcome back to Sippin With Sin, number one podcast about stuff and things, stuff important, everybody across the world, across the astral plane, from Haddonfield to Crystal Lake, all the way down to Nash, Vegas. Number one podcast about such and things and such and stuff and everything and whatever. Yeah, it is because it is, and it's proven by people far, far smarter than us, so don't question it, and definitely don't look it up because I'm right, and just take it as the truth that it is. Welcome back, though, episode 125. It is a holiday season, and I'm sure we got holiday things to talk about. But without further ado, let's welcome back our not 100% colleague, the one and only Mr. Christian.
How does it feel, guys, to be back? Actually, how does it feel? What sentence was that even? I don't know. Feels good to be back. I'm not 100%. I am rocking a hardcore migraine right now, but I'm going to power through. We're going to get it going, and I'm going to make it work. I got some stuff to talk about, and it's going to be fine.
Migraine was caused, in fact, by, you guessed it, David Gordon Green. Just saying.
Oh, man.
And Christian's migraine instantly got worse.
Oh, jeez.
You love him.
But it's all right. Going to power through.
Yeah, we're going to power through it. All right, what we like to talk about, what we've been watching, reading, listening to, and playing this past week. I'm going to be honest, it's been crazy with everything. It's just been bananas. I've played some more COD, multiplayer still. Haven't got to do campaign or anything yet. Just haven't had time to, play a lot. I want to play a story game, but every time it gets to that point in the evening where I'm like, I'm going to enjoy a game for me, I'm like, or I'm going to go to sleep, and I'm like, sleep. Or I'm going to try to watch something, and then I usually still go to sleep. So it's not been very exciting. Been listening to some music. There's, I've just reaction stuff. Been checking out new music. I'm watching Yellowstone. We are at the finale this week, I believe. I don't know if I think it's a series finale. I think it's done, but I could be wrong. You never know. Show's been pretty solid. I enjoy Yellowstone. And even though I'm not into Westerns, it's not my cup of tea. Per se, it's something I'm going to go watch. I'm into it. I am fighting a hard urge right now, Christian. It is getting progressively worse. So I'm at you ever get to the point where you want to start a show, but you don't know what you want to start? There's options and you're just man, I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, I'm at that where I'm I don't want to start a show and then pivot to something else immediately, yeah. But I've been wanting to watch Interstellar really bad. Really bad.
The movie?
Yes.
The movie? Yeah. Watch the movie, dude.
I will. And it's funny, so Mrs. Sin, I don't remember what got on conversation the other day, but she obviously does not like Interstellar. Most probably ladies, I guess. She's I have to think too much. I don't want to watch it.
She is the first lady that I know that doesn't like it. Wow.
Well, no, I think it's going to change. Here's why. So, kind of like Inception and stuff, she's just I have to think too much. No. I'm just oh my God, you're killing me. These are great movies. Just her dad's on my side. He's Interstellar's a fantastic movie. I've watched it tons. I'm exactly, listen. That was a whole Thanksgiving conversation for a while. Pretty much all the ladies are well, it's got McConaughey, but blah, blah, blah. And then all the men are it's fantastic. What is wrong with y'all?
What exactly is it that you're thinking about so hard and that one in particular, I wonder?
What do you mean?
Because that's one of those movies where when you get to the climax of the film, there's no more guesswork. They tell you everything.
Because it jumps around too much and it's just not hey, story. I guess.
Gotcha.
Anyways,
Gotcha.
We found out Timothée Chalamet's in it.
Timothée Chalamet is in it for what, one scene?
Yeah. That does not matter. It literally doesn't matter. Okay. That is null and void because she was before all this came about, she was I want to give it another try. I was you should. It's amazing. I would love to rewatch it multiple times. I am down to watch the movie again and again. I like it. And then I happened to say something that I was Timothée Chalamet's in it. She loves him. And she was oh, now I definitely want to watch him. Sweet. See? And there she comes in the chat right away. Says, love Timothy.
I mean, I get it. He's in the scene. He's in one
Shut
scene.
up,
He
Christian. He's in all
plays.
the scenes. He's in every scene in the
All
whole
right,
movie. You're rewatching it. Shh, Christian,
all
stop.
right.
But
You're
yeah,
right.
Yellowstone. Been watching that. We've been watching a lot of Christmas movies. One which we'll talk about. A lot of just old movies, and luckily, like it's not like the horror movies. I can pretty much put most of them on and just watch them with Baby Sin, and he's been getting really excited, and 3-year-olds and Christmas and stuff. Uh,
Yeah.
Not really reading anything, and just staying busy. That's about it. I do have some stuff I want to talk about that come out, but I will let you before we get into like news and stuff. Do you want to like catch everybody up on what you've been doing this past week?
Yeah. I mean, it's been a busy week for me as far as like just regular work stuff goes, but I did get the opportunity to play a little bit more RoboCop. Still loving the game. Still fun. Um, I'm trying to figure out what kind of leveling up I want to do in the game because I kind of stockpiled some points, and now I'm just like trying to figure out what I want to put those points into because it's an RPG, So like I'm doing that, and like I said, it's a lot of fun, man. I'm just having a blast with it when I do get the chance to play. Um, I did get to finish reading a book this week. I forgot who the author was. I'm not gonna lie, but the book was called Such Sharp Teeth, and it was about a woman who goes back to her hometown to kind of live with her sister for a while before she gives birth. Her sister is about to give birth. She's going to be an aunt, the main character. They are twins, and one night after some drinking at a bar, she gets attacked by a werewolf. And you can kind of imagine how that goes.
Was it Santa
And
Werewolf?
it's a little. No, it was not a Santa werewolf. It was an actual werewolf that she gets attacked by, and then it changes her life for the course of ever. So it was really fun to kind of read that. I thought I was gonna hate this book like after the first little introductory part. I was like, oh man, this is gonna end up being something that's really not for me that I don't want to watch, that I don't want to read. But it ended up being way better than I thought. Some of the side characters ended up being cool. I will say like the main villain of the book was really weak and like not super fun to read. Like imagine like if you guys have seen Cursed, that's pretty much Cursed with like Christina Ricci.
Yeah,
That's essentially who the
good
main
werewolf
villain
movie.
is the main villain of that movie. Yeah. Like it's that. So it's a lot like Curse actually. It's very similar to Curse. But anyway, I had fun reading it. It wasn't overly long, which is great. It's not a part of a series, which is great. It ended when it needed to, so I really enjoyed that. And then now I'm on to the next book. The book I'm reading right now is called The Fisherman, and the first little part of the book that I read today was mostly about grief and loss, to be honest with you, but it's about to amp up. And apparently, from the two little reviews that I've read, it's a Lovecraftian horror. So I'm like really excited to kind of see what that is going to be later. So, yeah, really looking forward to that. I'll keep reading it, let you guys know what I think. And then I don't know if I got to talk about this the last episode, but I did read some comics. I have more comics coming. I just haven't read yet, so I didn't want to bring those up. But I did read the first issue of The Question, showing that on the screen for you guys watching. But it's called The Question All Along the Watchtowers, issue one. Renee Montoya is the question in this. You guys, if you read comics, you already know that. The artwork is solid in this one. The story is pretty cool. I love the question as a character, so it was a pretty good first issue. I'll definitely pick up the next one. It's worth it. I did read Absolute Superman issue two.
You know who
I
that looks
actually
like at quick
liked issue
glance?
two.
Looks like
Who's that
dude
look
from
like?
Cobra Kai, Blue Beetle.
Oh yeah, looks
Like
like
really
Miguel.
quick
Yeah,
glance. I think it's the hair.
yeah, for sure. No, I can see that. I can totally see that. But issue two is still really good. I'm enjoying the story of Absolute Superman. Like this version of Superman's cool. His cape is dope. I don't want to ruin a whole lot of that by telling you guys exactly what's going on. But this Superman is different. His origin's a little different. Lois is different. Like I really do enjoy that. It's looking up right now. The Peacemaker Corps is a whole crazy thing that he has to deal with. I also read Batman issue 155. This one is a riddled Court of Owls story. This one was pretty cool too. I believe this is the one about Gordon. Yeah, this is the one where Gordon's kind of up for like shooting a guy, and having an affair with the same, or for shooting a guy and like having an affair with his wife, kind of insane. You get into the story, and Batman's like, I don't think Gordon did it, but I don't have any proof. And then Harvey Bullock is like, yo, all the evidence says that he did it. Like, I don't know what's up. And Batman's like, I'm actually gonna figure this out. And we get to one part of the book where we kind of find out who's behind everything and what's going on, which you would already know if you looked at the cover of the book or looked at what the title of this issue is called. That stuff said. It was a pretty fun issue. I am excited for the next issue. I want to keep reading that. But something in particular that I read that I don't think I talked about last week that I definitely wanted to bring up to you personally, Sin, was I read the Universal Monsters Frankenstein 4-issue miniseries, and that is here. And like the covers are
Are these
gorgeous.
new?
This is issue 1. These are new. This just came out recently, within the last few months.
That's
This is
actually
issue
sick.
2. Yeah, this is issue
Are they
3.
doing all the Universal monsters?
Yes.
Ooh, I might need that in my life.
And this
Ooh.
is issue 4. I didn't get the main cover of issue 4. This is an alternate cover, but I picked it up because it was the only one my LLC had. So I picked it up. I read the Universal Frankenstein issues 1 through 4. Picked them all up by Michael Walsh and Tony Marie Griffin. These are great. If you've seen the Universal Frankenstein movie, it's essentially this, but with a little bit extra added. Like, to be honest with you, the artwork in here is dope as man. You know what? I'll open one of the issues up and just show you actually,
Okay.
because it's worth it. I'll just open up issue 4 because why not? Let me get that open. But anyway, it's the story of Frankenstein from the Universal Monster films. It's that same story. They just added a couple of things to give it a little weight and gravity. But yeah, here's the scene where with the little girl in the pond and the water and everything. Like you can kind of see that there. But like it's pretty slick. I really like the artwork. It's really gritty, but also very clean at the same time. There's a lot of scenes in this where they show Frankenstein's monster in silhouette, but his eyes glow. And they're like, they look really ominous and scary. And I love the way that they depict the creature in this. Makes me want to read Frankenstein again, like the actual story from Mary Shelley, which is my favorite book of all time. But yeah, I just really really enjoyed this, and it made me think about you when I was reading it, which caused me to pick up something else while I was out that I haven't read yet, and here it is. Here, I don't know if I showed you guys this.
Yeah,
already.
you showed us last week. I thought that's what you were going to talk about when
Yeah.
you said Universal Monsters. I figured you read that.
Yeah. Didn't get to read this yet, but I was going to read it actually tonight, but with the migraine, probably a no-go. But I do want to read that. But there is a Dracula that is currently coming out that I haven't read. I think it has 2 or 3 issues out right now as we record. So I really want to look for that and pick that up as well. For those of you who don't like reading single-issue comics, I know the Frankenstein one is coming out like the first few months of next year in a trade. So like how
Is that it?
the,
Are those 4 issues it?
yeah, those 4 issues are it for Frankenstein. This trade, this is a trade paperback right now, so it's the whole story. But this one is the 4 issues of this one that came out. Dracula has 4 issues that aren't finished, but when those are done, it'll have a graphic novel as well or a trade. So I'm waiting for all those to come out, and I'll collect them all to have those on my shelf. But it's some pretty cool work. I just couldn't wait for the Frankenstein because I loved it so much. But I really liked it. And
So Creature come out first and then Frankenstein, and then now they're working on Dracula?
Yeah, that's what it seems like. But yeah, because Creature, I bought that whole thing and then saw that Frankenstein was only issues 1, 2, and 3. So the very next week, the 4th issue was coming out, but they sold out of the ones that I wanted. So I ended up buying the one they had left. And yeah, I knew I was going to end up getting it again later. So that's what happened. But yeah, so I have that. And I really, really like what they did with Frankenstein. So if what they do with Frankenstein is even close to what they do with the other stories that I'm in. So I'm just really.
Is it the same authors and stuff for all of them?
No, I think it's different people for all of these. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, different people, different artwork. Yeah.
I wonder what the timing for that is. I wonder why Universal now, because Wolfman's coming out. Like, are they trying to make a resurgence? Like,
probably not because of Wolfman, because I don't think that has too much to do with the actual like old school Universal stuff, because this one's like a whole new thing.
Yeah,
right?
I just didn't know if they were trying to like revive all them like strategic, like, hey, Universal, let's start pushing some stuff on these monsters and like get them back in people's minds, kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that. That's a good question, but I'll check on that later on
I mean, I'm
when I
for
get
it. Give me
more time.
Universal monsters. Sign me up. I'm a sucker for them. I will take it in good
Yeah,
taste.
absolutely.
Don't give me that Mummy movie.
Oh, Jesus, with Tom
Tom
Cruise
Cruise. Yeah,
was
don't give me
terrible.
that one because give me good stuff. Give me like Invisible Man stuff. Like that was a good movie. I dug that one.
Yeah,
Or these
that
trades,
was.
they look
I
sick.
actually
All
rewatched
that
that
looks
not
really
so long
cool.
ago. Yeah, these are great, dude. Like when I find the actual trades form and like a link or whatever, I'll send that to you. But it's pretty slick. Um, but aside from that, I got to watch The Cable Guy, the Jim Carrey classic. I've seen the movie many times before, but it's been years, and I got the opportunity to watch it um, a couple days ago, actually. So I took that time, I watched that, and it still holds up. I still really like the movie. Still funny as hell. Like I enjoy it. Like there are some movies that we watched back in the '90s, that aren't funny, that don't hit nearly as much, that the subject matter is a little questionable. But luckily, for the most part, Cable Guy is one of those that just kind of still works. And man, the scene where I'm assuming that you've seen this, Sin.
Yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
there's a scene where Jim Carrey's character will call Chip, right? Chip takes the other main character. I can't even think of his name right now. Steven takes Steven to dinner, right? And they go out to this medieval. It's called Medieval Times. It's like a medieval themed like restaurant where they watch people jousting and stuff, and all the people speak with old English, and it's really funny. And Steven's trying to get like a knife and fork to cut his chicken, and she's like, they didn't have knives and forks back then. He said, but they had Pepsi, and like just little shit like that I thought was hilarious. And then how much cable like really meant something to us back then, because now like nobody's using cable. We have like a trillion streaming
Yep.
services and YouTube and Twitch and all that. But back then it was like if you didn't have cable, dude, like you were nothing. You were no one. And it's just really funny to just take a peek back to that. But yeah, Ben Stiller directed that movie. Fantastic. I really liked it. Had a lot of fun rewatching that one. But yeah, man, that's what I've been doing for the week, aside from the couple things that we'll talk about here in a minute.
All right, and we talked about this off pod, but obviously, if you're hearing this now, the time recording this, Christian and I would have did a live commentary, I guess, watch party of the Video Game Awards. We're gonna do it live on the Kick channel, hanging out, talking about the Video Game Awards, and I'm sure this next episode, which will be, I'm guessing, our Christmas spectacular, whatever that means, we'll talk about the Video Game Awards to some extent, I'm sure. But there's some
Oh
news
yeah.
and stuff that come out that I wanted to bring up to Christian, and I'm excited about. So we will.
All right.
Ooh, what do we start with? Do you want music or games first? I'm saving one thing for last.
Do music first.
Music first. All right. Are you familiar with Knocked Loose, sir?
I am.
Okay. Did you see Knocked Loose on Jimmy Kimmel?
I did.
Okay. Did you see all the stuff about it? The people after the third junt, like all that stuff. Okay. Don't get me wrong. I understand like
Um.
Meemaw and everybody probably watching Jimmy Kimmel or whoever watches it, because I don't watch late night shows. If you do, more power to you. Whatever. Props to you. That's not something that I've really always been like, I'm going to tune in every night and watch the late night show, But they put it's good for musical acts. They have more pop, like mainstream rock, rap, whatever, like more radio friendly acts, right? It's good for them. It's publicity, national TV, blah, blah, blah. For a metal band, it is very few and far between to get on there. And mainly a metal band that does not sing. Like, this is a straight, just like hardcore heavy band. So them getting on was pretty dope and pretty good for the metal industry. And I thought it was hilarious. And their performance slapped. It was heavy as balls. It was really good. What did you think about the performance?
I mean, this is what we listened to anyway. I was here for it. I thought the people who were into it were really into it. Knock Loose always puts on a good show.
Jimmy
Like,
Kimmel had a
it was
mosh pit
great.
out there. I was like,
He
damn.
did have I mean, I think the problem with this isn't the band.
No.
And it isn't the people who are listening to it. It's the people who think that different types of music can't be broadcast live on TV. That's the thing that's ridiculous. Those people are the reason why every movie that you watch in theaters is the same. Those people are the reason why Sony has a side universe of villain movies that come out that don't have Spider-Man in them that are trash. Those people are the reason
And rant.
why every single
We
time,
should have
yeah,
saved
yeah, here it
music.
is.
We should have
Yeah,
saved music. We
but
done pissed off
yeah,
Christian.
man. Well, you done fucked up. So, but those people though, seriously, are the reasons why so many stories, so many songs, so many movies, so
Didn't
many
they
video
issue an
games are
apology?
just like cookie cutter.
Did Jimmy Kimmel?
I think so, but the
They
fact that
shouldn't
that
have.
even happened is ridiculous. No, they shouldn't have. That's stupid.
What was it?
Because
Somebody
the
was like,
people
if
who
I have
listen,
to read the lyrics, then they don't need to be sang or something like that. I'm like, come on. Come on, Pawpaw. It's
yeah,
okay.
hey,
Like, there's different
yeah,
types of
seriously,
music. There's different ways to express
exactly.
yourself than just, the normal.
Exactly. And like, who's to say that that's normal? What if normal was knocked loose
I mean,
and
to
then
me, it
everything
is.
else that's pop? Exactly. Exactly. So that's the thing. And it would
Broaden
be
your
different if
horizons,
Knock
people.
Loose. It'd be different if Knock Loose was like the first band to ever do that and they were the only people doing music like that. Then I could maybe understand. But like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like take that super cookie cutter white bread music that you like and keep it over there in your car and your headphones.
So,
Like don't
Jimmy
don't
Kimmel's actually
buy
smart for
four
this because
hundred
it,
dollar AirPods for that.
it went it went viral. So regardless, it's good.
Yeah,
It's publicity for the show.
yeah, absolutely.
So I mean,
And the
they can
band.
apologize all they want, but at the same time, the people in the back are like, I mean, we have however many views that has because people want to see it. Water cooler talk. People are talking about it at work. Did you see that crazy band last? All this shit. So I mean,
Hmm.
it works. So their people are not stupid. But why I brought it up is because I saw State of the Scene posted this, and I thought it was pretty interesting. So, like we said, metal bands like this do not usually get national TV spots, right? Like it doesn't happen. Few and far between.
Very
But
true. Yeah.
per Billboard, Suffocate by Knock Loose featuring Poppy has exploded in streams this week, growing 72% since their performance on Jimmy Kimmel Live and re-entering the hot hard rock song at 22. 72% growth following that. Damn.
That's what's up.
Good for them though. Like, I think it's awesome. But obviously we're biased to metal, but you listen to other things beside metal. I listen to other things. Moral of the story,
Hmm.
don't be closed-minded. Check it out. There's all kinds of music out there. And yeah. So I wanted to bring that up. I was curious if you'd seen it and your thoughts. But we will now shift before you start ranting again about those people that you keep saying.
Mm-hmm.
Video game news.
You people.
Oh my God. Video game news. First and foremost, Soul Reaver, Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver games dropped. Time of recording this, I think yesterday. The remakes or remasters or whatever.
Remaster, yeah.
All I wanted to ask was, have you ever played them? Have you ever played those?
I played Soul Reaver 2. Wait. I know I played Legacy of Kain. I know I played that, but I played that one on original Xbox, and I hated the original Xbox controller and couldn't figure out what I was doing. And I didn't play the first Soul Reaver because I didn't actually have it. I watched somebody play it for like an hour, and I thought it was one of the coolest things. But I actually did get to play Legacy of Kain, and I was upset that I didn't get to. In my own words, I was like, "Do I get to play as the blue guy?" And he was like, "No."
Wait, Legacy of Kain, you talking about Blood Omen, like the first one?
No. This one I'm talking about like the second or third one where you don't even play as shoot, I can't remember the character's name right now, and the kid in me is screaming at me. Hold on. I gotta look it up now because it's gonna bother me for the rest of the day.
It's like Razia. Or is it Raz or I don't know. It's something.
I'll tell you the wrong thing.
While you're looking it up, I actually never got to play.
Yeah, you're right. Raziel. Raziel. Sorry.
There you go.
And then Kain. I got to play Kain though. I got to play him. I didn't get to play Raziel. That's who I wanted.
Blood Omen, is it not?
Yes, it is. It is. It
Okay,
is.
I've played the first one, Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen, or whatever, where you're Kain. Like, and it's like, I feel like it was top down, like kind of Diablo-ish style. Like,
I don't even remember
I think
anymore.
that
It's
one.
been so
I never
long.
got to play the Soul Reaver ones though, so that was the only one I got to play. So I'm kind of intrigued by them, just because I've never played them. So it'd be all new stuff. I know a lot of people really, really like them. Like they really enjoyed those games.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
it's two of them, right? Remastered that just come out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, the next one, Christian gets to make fun of me. I did not know this was a thing. Full disclaimer, I don't know how I didn't know this was a thing. If I did, it somehow suppressed in my mind and I forgot about it. The Thing game, remake, remaster, whatever the hell it is out. Have you seen this? Did you know this was a thing?
The Thing game.
Yeah, The Thing. Like John Carpenter's The Thing, but they're the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew that. I didn't know that the remaster dropped though.
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
know that.
I've seen it on like Steam, PlayStation, and I don't know what else.
Nice. No, I didn't know that they dropped the remaster. I heard
Is it
that it was in
remaster?
talks.
Yeah, it's remaster, right?
I'm assuming. I heard that it was in talks. I didn't know that they like made that though. To be honest,
It's out.
like I've the regular game I played a little bit of because I rented
What
it
was
from
it on?
Blockbuster years ago. PlayStation, PlayStation 2, I think GameCube and original Xbox.
I honestly did not know it was a thing. I've never heard of it. And I saw like the remaster stuff, and I was like, wait, what is this? What is this fresh hell?
Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. I'm gonna watch some of that gameplay and see what it's talking about.
I think it's like
Because I
think it's
remember
$30
playing that. I remember playing that for a little bit and not liking it. So, yeah,
just
I
not
remember
good.
Not liking that. From what the vague memory that I have, I didn't think that it was good. And it also I didn't think it was good. I didn't like the graphics at all for like even for the time. And I forgot the other complaint I had. But like I said, it's been a long time. I'm a different gamer now than I was then.
True.
So maybe I'd like it now.
Okay.
That's cool though. I didn't know that they dropped that. That was like a stealth.
Figured you would shun me for not knowing that was a thing because it literally dropped. And I was like, wait, what? What is this?
Yeah, I mean, I played the original way back in the day, but I didn't know they dropped a remaster. That's awesome.
Okay, so the last little bit of news. Actually, no, I have two bits of news. One of them, I'm for sure a rant's coming. Like I feel it. I feel like it bubbling before you even know it's bubbling. So we'll do the other one first because I don't think there'll be too much of a rant on this. Did you see we finally have a trailer for 28 Years Later?
I haven't watched it yet on purpose.
Okay, well, what I will tell you is Aaron, oh my God, what is his name? I'm literally seeing his face. He's Craven.
Taylor Johnson.
I like him as an actor. He's in this movie, so I'm excited. Cillian Murphy, right? Isn't that his name?
Mm-hmm.
Scarecrow,
mm-hmm.
tons of stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, dude's awesome actor. Peaky Blinders, right?
Yeah.
And so forth. Lots of stuff. He's in
Inception,
yeah. He's in it. There's a widespread rumor that he's in the trailer and not how people expected. I mean, it kind of looks like him. I don't know. I don't really. It's whatever. We'll see what happens. The trailer looks good. Mrs. Sin, who I don't think she's seen the second one, which was 28 weeks later. 28 weeks later?
Weeks.
Yeah.
Weeks.
We don't have a months, right?
No.
Okay. She's seen 28 Days. I don't know how much she remembers, but she watched the trailer on her own, I think, yesterday or today, and she was like, I'm not going to lie, that trailer's kind of creepy. I was like, hell yeah. I'm for it. Give it to me. Because their zombie, 28 Days Later was a banger. When it come out, everybody was like, oh my God, zombies are fast. Like, we're all screwed. No, we can't do this.
Well, that's because they're not actually zombies, right?
It's like rabies.
Infected. Yeah.
Which is believable. Like, rabies could happen. Like, I'm on board with that whole theory. So,
the way that they set it up, it made perfect sense.
I think it's slated for June of next year. So, I'm into it. That is a definite one that I will have. It'll be high on my list of stuff I want to see. Don't screw it up. I think they're bringing back a lot of the people, right, from the originals. As
I
far as like
want
writer
to agree, but
director,
like I
maybe.
said, I know the people behind the scenes are coming back, yeah, but I haven't watched it yet just because I wanted to be able to like sit and watch it and analyze it and tell you all the stuff. But I was doing that with something else, so I didn't have the opportunity.
Christian's watching Dirty Things. Okay, so past that one. Are you ready to rant? Because I've already kind of ranted. I ranted when I found this
Let's see
out.
what you got.
All right, so now I don't know. I'm gonna say this source hopefully is credible because supposedly the source is coming from Variety, which is like a Hollywood reporting thing, and it is reporting. Did you know there's an American Psycho remake coming?
No, I didn't. I don't think I actually
Okay,
knew that.
well, I want to headbutt a desk because I think we should leave stuff alone, and I don't think this is a bad actor. I just think that I am set in my ways, and I really like Christian Bale as Patrick Bateman. It just, the movie is, I love it. I enjoy it. The more I watch it, the more I like it. They have cast their Patrick Bateman for Luca Guadagnino's? Does that sound right? American
Who
Psycho.
was that?
I don't know. That was the last name for the director.
The director? Okay.
I don't know who that is, so I need to look them up so I know their body works. I have no clue. Do you want to know who Patrick Bateman is? Do you have any
before
guesses?
my eyeball pops out of my head.
Do you have any guesses?
I don't. I literally have. It's just Christian Bale right now. I don't know.
Austin Butler. Austin Butler. Look, okay, Austin Butler is not a bad actor. He has done good stuff. I just am very, very partial to Christian Bale. And I didn't know we were remaking. So I'm kind of... yeah. Wait, what are we talking about?
Okay. All right. I just took a second.
Hold on. I'm looking up this director. Oh, wow. That was Italian film director. That come up quick. Did Challenger, Bones and All, Suspiria. I mean, I've seen a couple of these movies. But they're taking on... That's kind of weird. Yeah. So, Austin Butler, thoughts? And those who don't know who Austin Butler is, he has been Elvis. He's in whatever in the hell that motorcycle movie. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's like Bike Rider or something. And he's also
Dune,
what's his face
2.
in Dune 2? Help me out. What the
Fade Rafa.
There you go. Thank you.
Here, like, I'm not gonna go on a rant. I'm gonna say this quickly.
I knew this would bring a rant. I knew it.
I think I'm not gonna rant. I'm gonna say this when we're done. I think that Austin Butler is capable of being a character like Patrick Bateman. Just because I think that he can do it, doesn't mean that I think that he should do it.
No, I'm not denying that he could be a good psychopath, right? I just don't think we need a remake. I get that that's like the thing. What do you keep calling like the requels, the reboots and all the stuff they're doing? Are they gonna make it set in the like 80s like they did in the other one, or is this gonna be modern time, like sitting at a computer, my American Psycho? Because it's gonna be a completely different feel in modern times. It's not. I don't think it's gonna work as well.
Well, the reason why it worked then is because like half of the movie is about him returning videotapes, right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of it's like null and void now. Like it's dated. You're not gonna put on a Huey Lewis in the news freaking record in 2024 or 2025.
They'll come out in the poncho dancing to like Ice Spice or some shit.
It's not gonna work now. I mean, you'll have to. I don't know. I'm saddened by it.
It's not even that I'm sad that they're remaking that, because they're remaking it's the same thing I was just saying earlier. Remember when I was talking about those people? those people are the reason why we are getting a remake to a
And
masterpiece
not
in the
30
making.
minutes in, and those people have been referenced multiple times. Christian is on a warpath for them tonight.
Yeah, man. But yeah, it's the same kind of thing and whatever. I will say this though. I'm gonna hop off of the American Psycho Austin Butler train. I forgot to bring up a couple things that I did since the last time we were here talking to everyone. And one of those was I got to watch a movie with a buddy of mine recently, and we watched the 90s classic The Guyver. I don't know if you guys have seen or even know what The Guyver is, but it is a movie that was made in America um, by a Japanese guy, and Screaming Mad George, who does like creature effects and stuff. Like we've seen his work in a bunch of movies, like Society and shit like that. The Reanimator, blah blah blah. But The Guyver is a movie that is based off of a manga about a bio booster armor that attaches itself to a guy and turns him into essentially the most brutal Power Ranger you've ever seen. And I remember seeing this movie years ago when I was a kid, way too young to be seeing this movie. But I saw it back then, loved it, and really wanted to see it more. So I kept looking forward, looking forward. Finally found the video at a random like Hollywood video or Blockbuster, rented it over and over and over again. Realized there was a sequel, watched that one, did the same thing. Found the manga later on. Like I've watched The Guyver in like so many times, but I got to watch it with a buddy of mine. He had never seen it. It was hilarious. It was funny. We both had a blast watching this thing. It is free to watch currently on Tubi for those of you guys listening. Tubi is fire, bro. Tubi has so many things, so many hidden gems. But I did get to watch that, and I wanted to bring that up because it's so good. And I read another comic called Wonder Woman Historia, which I have over here. For those of you watching, I'll show you guys what it looks like. This is the cover.
Wait,
It's
you
really
did talk about that
busy
last
and
week,
it's
didn't you?
huge. I did, but I didn't finish it last
Oh,
week.
gotcha.
I finished it. This book is a masterpiece. Um, it's perfection. I think this is amazing. It's not for everybody because this comic book doesn't star Wonder Woman. It stars the Amazons because that's what it's about. It's about the Amazons. It's called Wonder Woman Historia, the Amazons, which just means the history of the Amazons. So definitely recommend you guys if you're hardcore Wonder Woman fans, if you love the Amazons, if you love Greek goddesses, not Greek gods, Greek goddesses, it'd be right up your alley. It's fantastic. The artwork is fantastic. The story, the writing, everything, the pacing, fantastic story. I absolutely loved it. Like every single page, there was something on there. I was like, damn, damn, damn. Like it was really good. So I highly recommend that for you guys who are really into that kind of thing. And the last thing that I did get to watch recently that I didn't get to bring up because I forgot was I finally saw Beetlejuice.
Ooh,
I
thoughts?
have some thoughts.
Okay.
I'm going to keep my thoughts quick and brief because I don't want to go on a rant.
Oh God.
So I'll keep it to a couple of sentences, right? Beetlejuice is a sequel that we didn't need or ask for, and I kind of wish we didn't get it because I wasn't a huge fan. There were some parts. There were some parts that I thought were really cool, that I thought looked awesome, and there was one scene in the movie that made me laugh out loud, like legit made me laugh out loud. But the rest of the movie, Jenna Ortega's character, I was like, she dumb as hell. And then like I really thought she was dumb. And then like, bro, how do you make Lydia Dietz this dumb too? Like it made sense for her to make dumb decisions when she was a teenager because I kind of like say that to Astrid, which is Jenna Ortega's character. I'm like, I mean, I guess she's a teenager, like whatever. Like she would make dumb decisions, but like this dumb kind of seems a little off. And then you get um, Lydia, who like, yeah, go to this person's house. It's fine. I'm just like, this seems like it wouldn't happen. There are just a couple things in this movie. I'm just like, why is this going on? And then the way that I can't really talk about it without spoiling it, and I'm trying not to spoil it for those of you who still haven't seen it. But like a character passes away in this movie, and the way that it happens, like it's dumb, but it's real funny though. It's real funny because it's so dumb, and I've definitely laughed at that part. But I mean, this movie wasn't like dog shit or anything. Don't get me wrong. I don't think that it was bad. It just wasn't good either. There were parts that were real funny, and almost every single part with Michael Keaton was amazing. The musical portion that they have in this one isn't as funny as it was in the last one, but like whatever, it was still like it served a purpose. I think that I'm already talking longer than I wanted to, so I'll say this last little piece. There are two characters in the movie that didn't even need to be in the movie at all, which was kind of crazy. And the last thing I'll say is justice for Bob. He deserved better.
Facts. Poor
Yeah,
Bob.
100%.
I liked it for the most
Bob,
part.
dude.
I mean, Keaton was excellent in it.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't. I'll say this. Like I said, I don't think the movie was dog shit by any means. I am glad that I didn't go see this in the theater and pay money. I will say that.
Damn.
I'm glad I got to watch it at home. I'm glad I got to pause it when I need to pee. I'm glad I got to like refill my drink. Like yeah.
Okay.
But like I said, didn't hate it. If I had to rate it out of 10, I'd probably give it like a 6, 6.5.
Wow. Okay.
When I watch it again, yeah, but it's not gonna be a every spooky season watch like the original.
Okay.
Yeah, like I watched it this year. I'll watch it again in like another year. Sure.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah.
I saw where I have the ability to watch Venom right now, so maybe by next time I'll have Venom watched. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on timing. We'll probably have other more important stuff, so maybe in the end of the year, I can get Venom in there or something. But there's one other thing I wanted to bring up, Christian, and I want to know if you're going to play it. Did you see that Path of Exile 2 is out? Tituba's Return. Those that don't know the joke that we've brought up about Tituba, a long time ago, me and Christian decided we were going to play Path of Exile. And I cannot remember what Christian rolled, but I think I named my character Tituba. And I think we even streamed it.
I think that was me who named it.
Oh.
That was me.
But the whole stream revolved around literally us doing nothing. I don't even know how far we got out of the starter area because I just kept screaming, Tituba!
Tituba? Yeah, so what happened was I chose like what was the character? Like a witch?
That's when we were playing Dead by Daylight and stuff. And then we were like, let's play Path of Exile because we like Diablo. And they just spiraled out of control quickly.
Well, you know what? I think that's because it originally started from Diablo because Diablo 4, back when that was in the early stages of Diablo 4, because I had a character that was a witch doctor named Kaylee.
Diablo 3.
I'm sorry, Diablo 3. Sorry, yeah. Diablo 3. I think Diablo 4 is just on my mind. Diablo 3, we were playing that. I made a character named Deucalion, and I wanted to make another character because I realized that I leveled this character up wrong, but I didn't want to go through all the BS of leveling up a new character. So when we played Path of Exile, I named that character what I would have named them in Diablo 3, and it was Tituba, and you could not let it go. You couldn't get over it. You were like, why did you name this character?
That was the whole stream, was just us running around trying to figure out what the hell we were doing and going, Tituba!
Tituba!
It was terrible. So yeah, that was, God, dude, that's been years ago though. That's been a long time ago. But yeah, are you going to play Path of Exile 2? It's getting really good reviews. I've heard it's like pretty challenging, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah. I've seen a buddy of ours play that recently, and he seems to be having a good time with it. So that's something that I would definitely like to play. I would play that before I played Marvel Rivals, for sure.
Oh yeah, shit! I did play a new game. Wow, I forgot about Marvel Rivals.
Look, damn, I guess it wasn't good, huh?
No, okay. Here's my quick thoughts on Marvel Rivals. I'm glad you said that because literally someone even asked if you were going to play it, and I was like, no, he won't play this.
Yeah, nah.
I did a special. I never stream on Saturday. And I was like, you know, I'll go live on Saturday morning. We'll play Marvel Rivals so we can check it out. Marvel Rivals is not awful. Marvel Rivals is Overwatch to a T, but third person with Marvel characters. So if you played Overwatch and you like it, you'll like Marvel Rivals. In fact, I was like, oh, this character is such and such from Overwatch. I mean, but my problem is I played Overwatch a lot. So after about an hour, I was like, all right, cool. I'm good. Like, I'm going to go play something else now. Like, it is what it is. Yeah. I mean, it was fine. Like, it's whatever. Whoever the shark is annoying as shit. And Star-Lord apparently is strong as hell. And Iron Man is a pain in the ass unless you have, like, a Punisher to shoot him down. I ended up playing Magneto most of the time as a tank, or I played Cloak and Dagger. I think that's what they're called.
Cloak and Dagger, yeah.
And they were a dope healer because you could do, like, I guess, I don't know which one's which. The one of them was like throwing like heals, and then you do like the little.
Cloak is the guy with the cloak. Dagger is the girl in the white.
Okay, Dagger heals. Cloak does damage, so you could like heal, and then pop out some cloak stuff and do damage. And so I mean, it's cool. It is cool. Is it something I'll play all the time? Probably not. But I mean, I do it. I enjoyed it. I mean, it was fine. But yeah, it's free to play.
That's good. That's good.
It's got the look, and I'm sure they have. I mean, they do. They have endless characters they can use, pretty much. So it is what it is. But I'm glad you said that. I literally forgot about it completely that I played it. I played it then.
That's really funny.
And that might have been all. That might have been. I might have played it like one more time. But yeah, I think that's all that we had on that. So, you have anything else before we? All right. So I guess it's time then that we roll these projectors and take precious seconds of your life as we go into this week's cinema. Projectors rolling.
You know what? Actually, before I just thought about something.
Oh my God, projectors rolling, Christian! You can't stop it. The movie's going.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
And then in Kick Chat while we're reading this, Spiffy says, "Me here waiting for Sin to get back on Marvel Rivals." I mean, it will have. I will probably play, but will I grind it? No, probably not. I don't know how much I'll play. I don't even know what I'll play it on, honestly, because there's problems. Like now, you done got me back on Marvel Rivals. I don't like the fact that if I log in on Xbox and play, that I had to make a nickname, but then if I got on PC or whatever, I have to make a nickname again and it doesn't connect. So, like, I can't just have the IamSinister name. So I had to, like, be IamSinister and then IamSinister TV. And it's like, I'm like, man, just connect them all. What this is such.
So,
okay.
Now that that's over, this isn't quick, by the way. There is something else that I don't think that you watched yet that I watched. That I was ready.
By the way, fake news. We're not in the cinema yet. Projector roll for no reason.
You forgot, didn't you?
Yeah, you got. Ha!
So we have to talk about the first 2 episodes of Creature Commando.
Oh, I didn't even watch it.
And
I don't know we're supposed to.
You didn't watch it?
Am I supposed to watch it?
Oh, man. Look, let me just show you this. See all those? You see all those? I did that for you. And, hold on. And that.
Do you want to...
And that.
Good God. How many episodes dropped?
And that.
Well, okay. We're never getting to cinema.
And that. That was for you. I did all that for you. I watched them twice so that I could write this down.
All right, well.
But we could talk about cinema, and then I'll just hang on to these.
So do I need to watch this?
I mean,
look, to be fair, I don't know what the shit Creature Commandos are. I saw a trailer. I know it's the start of James Gunn, but I don't know what the shit this is. Where do these groups keep coming from? He's just pulling these out of obscurity. He's just like, what's a weird group nobody knows? Oh, let me just throw this group out there.
I kind of explain it in the first episode, but
okay,
yeah,
okay.
I mean,
so I need to. It's on Max,
but
right?
that's because I'm a big nerd. It's on Max, yes.
Okay, so I'll watch it.
Premiere on Thursdays.
So this will be on the Christmas Spectacular. Those that are not watching right now, I'm doing my hands like it's some kind of. I don't know if anything planned, but you know what I mean. Spectacular.
I hope somebody clips that and edits it. Like, I hope so.
Shut your mouth, Christian. All right, now that the projector rolled, we're going to get into this week's cinema. I'm guessing next week, so now I have to watch Creature Commandos. Damn it.
It's not long. The episodes are like 20 minutes.
Okay. And then, so there'll be a third one by next week, so it'll be 3 episodes.
Yep, so you'll have to watch.
And next week's cinema.
And some change. True.
And I'm busy this weekend, Christian. You're killing me.
You're killing me because I took the notes, damn it.
I didn't
All
know
right, let's
that was
get
a thing
into
we were supposed to do. You didn't say, hey, I'm watching Creature Commandos. We should watch this to discuss it. So I just,
we talked about it last
you know,
week.
I thought
on the
about it.
pod.
I was like, I think a
We
show
talked about
come
it on the
out.
pod.
But then I was like, I don't know if we're watching it. So I just didn't watch it because it's like Dune. Because there's like 3 or 4 episodes of Dune and we still haven't. I've watched one.
Yeah, I still need to watch Dune.
Exactly.
I still need to watch Dune.
You can't fuss at
I
me
plan on doing that. But let's talk about that. It's really good because the migraine is like killing me anyway. So it would help me to not read these tiny
Okay,
notes.
let's save that for next week. And maybe
Absolutely.
since I guess we can go ahead and bring this up now at Start Cinema. Me and Christian have talked about it. Due to when we record and upcoming holiday schedules, I think next week's episode, which will air on Christmas, will be the last episode for 2025. Christian, correct?
That's correct.
Unless something unforeseen and we're like, hey, let's pop another episode in, we're going to take the time to spend with our families and enjoy the holidays, and holiday craziness happens, so we're just going to take the time. So next week, we'll try to definitely go out with a bang for 2025, and apparently we'll have 3 episodes of Creature Commandos. Depending, I already kind of know what I want to suggest for cinema, but I'm going to wait because I want to really just get Christian riled up.
Is it going to be Black Christmas 2006?
Oh, no, that would just piss me off. No, that's not the Boo Boo Shoes one. Hold on. One of them is Boo Boo Shoes. I think it's the new one. Whichever
It's
one.
the newest one, yeah.
The newest one, I will. Okay, I'm just not going to say stuff. I'm just going to be quiet. Okay, so we watched Black Christmas 1974, the original. And I have no notes. I literally have one line, but I have thoughts on it.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Look, here's my only note, and this is very apparent to me from the very beginning. This movie come out, it predated Halloween by 4 years. And this movie definitely inspired Halloween. Yeah. Mainly what I see, obviously a lot of things are like not knowing exactly the killer, I guess, if you will, and kind of like all that stuff. But the main thing that really inspired me is the opening shot from Halloween where you have like the mask and the killer's eyes, like their POV. Black Christmas does that multiple times, including the intro where like the killer ascends into the house, like up and stuff like that. I think that's really cool, and it's definitely something that John Carpenter used influence, and you can tell right away. Another note I have is, damn, these girls need to brush their teeth, because pretty much every one of them had some nasty teeth. I mean, I'm not being mean. I'm just saying. Sure. In 74, like, every one of them smiled. I'm like, okay. Whoever the old woman was, her and her bottles of whiskey everywhere were killing me.
Her bottles of sherry.
Yeah, she's like straight up pulling one out of the toilet, and I was like, man, come on. Like, on a string. I'm like, it ain't even that serious. The detective, he's in a bunch of stuff, and I could not place his name.
Oh, shoot. I didn't write it down.
He's in a lot of stuff,
I'll look while you're talking. I'll look while you're talking.
Let's see. What is it? Peter, because Mrs. Sin said Peter probably like 1,800 times during the movie. Mostly calling Peter a jackass. But Peter was a douchebag. Yeah, actually. And they definitely want you to hate Peter and to fully buy in that Peter could be what's taking out our girls. Okay, another complaint about the movie. Who in the hell is not going to check the damn attic? If somebody's missing, you're just not going to look in all crevices of the house and be like, hey, maybe something happened. No, we're just going to be like, hey, they're missing. Okay. Nobody cares. There's just a ladder going to a damn attic that no one wants to look at, ever. Except for old Sherry lady. But just, oh my God.
Oh, I don't know how I forgot, but the detective you're talking about, the lieutenant, he's Nancy's dad in Nightmare on Elm Street. That's John Saxton.
There we go. Boom. See, I knew he was in stuff.
Yeah, he's in Nightmare on Elm Street 1 and 3. He's in Dusk Till Dawn.
We don't talk about 2.
He's in New Nightmare. He's in. Oh, he's not in 2.
Well,
he's in
Tenebrae.
Well,
it's good because we don't talk about 2.
Oh, Enter the Dragon. I actually like 2, but I didn't use 2.
2's the one with the school bus, right? That is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in some other shit like Beyond Evil, I think. That's all the stuff I can remember. But yeah, he's in a bunch of stuff.
Okay. But yeah, so pretty much a killer, psychopath, whatever, pretty much starts getting all these sorority girls, and that's pretty much it around Christmas. That's essentially the moral of the movie, like the thing of it. And God. Yeah. And then we get like some Norman Bates crazy voices, talking to the corpses, all kinds of stuff. What about the dad of the first girl that gets got? I can't remember her name. What is wrong with the dad? How is he that clueless about everything in life? And how is that man out there in the freezing cold when everybody's standing around a fire, literally shaking to death, freezing, and that man's got that chrome dome just shining in the winter.
Not the chrome dome.
The winter night, and he looks like he is just toasty as a biscuit or something. I don't know. Like, this dude.
Toasty as a biscuit. I love it.
I mean, this dude,
I love it.
Killed me the whole movie. I was like, I just want to, somebody dump him in that head. He is getting on my nerves. Because he just looks so clueless about everything. They're like, hey, let's do this. And he's just like, is my daughter going to be here soon? It's like, no, dumbass. She's dead.
She's dead as fuck, boy.
She's got a bag wrapped around her head up in the damn attic in a rocking chair.
A movie that I want to watch again, but don't want to watch until February. It just popped in my head when you were saying that. You remember the movie Valentine?
Yes.
Oh my God! Like, I just thought about that.
Well, I guess that'll be a cinema in February. Jesus.
You know what? It could be if I don't forget. Y'all don't let me forget.
Yeah. Chat, remember that. The listeners remember that. All right. Do you have Black Friday? We could have done that one.
Black Friday. So with this,
we could have done that one back around Thanksgiving. I didn't even think about that one till just now.
I didn't either. I didn't write any notes down either. I kind of just watched the movie, to be honest with you, like, because it was also on Tubi, so I already had Tubi fired up. I just watched it and just hung out. So full disclosure, at the time of this recording, like the beginning of the week, I was sick, so sick I couldn't go to work, and I ended up watching it that day when I was just sick in bed, because I have Tubi on my phone and on my TV. So I was just like, I'm just watch Black Christmas, and I didn't take any notes, but like, I forgot how much I liked the first like 20 minutes of the movie. So like,
it's
pretty much what you were just saying. Yeah, man. The beginning of the movie, you see the killer with the POV climbing into the house. Then you have the introduction of a bunch of the characters, and then the first girl that dies. Like, we just know this woman is not long for the world, bro. Like, she's just so doe-eyed and dumb, just stupid ass.
But aren't they all killed?
And I mean, for the most part, yes. Actually,
we're not even getting to the final girl yet, and how mad she made me with her decision making.
It's a lot of it. I mean, I try to. If I think about it objectively, like, it's 74. I like whatever. I don't think too hard about it. But god dang, dude, like, nobody has any survival skills. I was like, you guys know how to like party and drink and smoke and fart and hang out and burp and cuss.
That
and
is
all this
not
crazy shit,
the F I thought you were gonna say. That is not the one I expected. Okay, I want to interject for just a second. Black Christmas. What slashers predate it? Town That Dreaded Sundown. Is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
When was Texas Chainsaw? 70.
That was after. I'm pretty sure.
Was it like 76 then?
Yeah, that was after. It was after because I think Halloween came out first.
No, Chainsaw was before Halloween.
Is it? Am I wrong? Oh, I think I am.
Halloween 78. We know that one.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of slashers before Black Christmas, so it's credited as like one of the OG, the starters of the genre for the most part, right? What? Or is Town That Dreaded Sundown before that? 76. No, so it was the same year. Shit. It come out Christmas Eve, The Town That Dreaded Sundown.
Damn. I didn't
wow.
Realize it came Christmas Eve. Yeah. All right.
No, wait. Black Christmas was 74?
Yeah,
so Black Christmas was 2 years before. First slasher. I don't actually know.
Because a lot of slasher movies a lot of slasher
Silent
movies
Night,
that
Bloody
come
Night.
out before this, I don't even remember that.
Silent Night, Bloody Night come out in 72.
Is Psycho technically a slasher? Because that would be first. That would be before. Would you count that as a slash? If you count that as a slasher, I mean, then yeah, Psycho. Because it would be like Psycho, Peeping Tom, and then Blood Feast, I think. Because those were Psycho and Peeping Tom both came out in 60. Blood Feast was 63 or 64. I should look that up.
Psycho is considered by many
yeah.
to be the first slasher movie. I mean, I think it is. You have a final girl, right?
And Psycho?
I mean, I know Jamie Lee's mom gets got like early.
Yeah. That's true. I'm gonna go with Psycho on that, like actual slasher, because there are movies that came out before that you could maybe consider, but I don't really count those. Like I think Psycho is the first like actual like what we know to be slasher movie. I think it's Psycho, and then not Blood Feast, sorry. Psycho. I just said Peeping Tom. Psycho, Peeping Tom, Blood Feast. I think it's those three.
And then apparently Silent Night, Deadly Night is another one. That was 72. I actually don't know that I've seen that one.
Was Silent Night, Deadly Night 72?
That's what it said, unless it's line. Is there remakes or something?
Yeah.
This says
I thought
84.
that was 84.
What the?
Yeah, that movie came out 84.
No, there's
that
another
wasn't
one.
72.
Silent Night, Deadly Night, 84. Hell? Silent Night, Bloody Night, sorry. Silent Night, Bloody Night.
Silent Night, Bloody Night. I haven't seen that.
That's too close.
I haven't seen that.
That was 72. Apologies, okay. I misspoke. I misread.
You done fucked up.
I know, I done messed up. I say Psycho's a slasher. But yeah, so anyways, we took a long way about, but pretty much saying Black Christmas is one of the first, like, kind of establishing the genre. Obviously, Texas Chainsaw helped elevate it, and Halloween just sent it to the moon, essentially. Like, Halloween is what, in my eyes, I'm not biased, Halloween's what really brought it to prominence.
I agree.
Christian's just like, I don't care. I hate everything.
No, I was just listening because now you got me thinking about what is Silent Night, Bloody Night. I never seen that.
I don't know.
I was trying to.
Is it a sequel to Silent Night, Deadly? No, it would be the other way around.
No.
So is Silent Night, Deadly Night a sequel?
No.
They're just literally two movies that change one word, and it's the same.
What the hell?
Christian's looking.
I'm looking it up to see if it's streaming anywhere, and I don't even see it anywhere. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one alone. Alone.
While you talk about the movie, I'll hunt it down and see what I can find.
Cool. I mean, like I said, I don't have too much more to say than you already did. It's more so just like recognizing that I really do enjoy that movie for what it is, and some scenes that stuck out. Really, oh sweet. I'm about to look it up while I'm talking. I really enjoyed the first 20 minutes of the film. I think that's when the first kill happens as well. Meeting those characters and just kind of seeing what kind of movie we're going to get, the atmosphere, how gritty it is, the color grading for that. It looks like a movie that came out in the 70s, but it works, and it's pretty fucking giallo as well, which I forgot about. So those are all things that I'm here for, and it makes me like wonder, like, why don't I watch this like once a year? You know what I'm saying? And I think it's just easy to think over it, because there's so many movies like it, and that one in particular has 2 remakes. One of which I'll probably watch on my own time just for shits and gigs because it's available right now on streaming. So yeah, man, I really enjoyed it. It's definitely one of those movies that is above average to me, and that I'm going to make sure that's on my list to just keep watching. You know what I'm saying? As much as I can keep watching. I do have now, on a different note, Silent Night, Bloody Night pulled up. It's a smooth hour and 26 minutes. It's a horror holiday mystery. I'm sure it's going to be bad. It looks like it's going to be bad, but I'll give it a shot. Why not?
I mean, it's a good 70s movie. 70s horror, 70s, 80s horror. Obviously, I feel like 80s horror is really, really strong. There's a lot of great stuff in the 80s. It's fine. The characters are really dumb, but, you know, the characters have evolved. We can obviously have Scream knowledge within slasher movies in the 70s. You know, we got to be really stupid teenager / early 20 characters. Mainly the final girl. We'll just bring up her with her lovely accent. I don't know how all that plays in, but yeah, the cop that is just Barney Fife of the movie. He's just awful cop. Is told not to alarm him and pretty much tell her to get out of the house, and so he tells her to get out of the house, and then pretty much says the killer's in there, which she goes to the door, then turns around and starts screaming the people's names like an idiot, and just pretty much like invites the killer to come after her.
Foolishness.
And then she takes out Peter, which no one was mad at. She straight gets him with an axe.
Yeah, Peter sucked anyway.
Peter really did suck. And if you haven't watched the movie, you know why. Peter just is a douchebag of a character, just all around, just sucky character. So he wasn't a good human in the movie, so he deserved to get got. I mean, it was what hour 38ish for the movie, something like that.
Yeah, if that even.
So it's not super long. It doesn't need to stay super long. But it was pretty solid. Like, obviously, this one, man, I'm trying to remember the 2000 whatever one. I know the most recent one was
2006.
Straight trash, and nothing like this one. Like, not even remotely close. The only similarities are it's named Black Christmas, and it involves a sorority. And then you can just take the rest of it and burn the story, because, like, nothing else in the story goes together.
It's 74, 2006, 2019.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure 2019 is what I'm talking about. That was just god awful.
2019 is the one you're talking about that they completely changed it.
It's like a cult or something.
Yeah, it's not good.
Like, they do a whole cult thing. It's stupid.
Yeah.
I can't fully remember 2006. I don't think it was that bad.
I remember it had the girl from Buffy in it.
Past that, I don't really remember. I mean, I might need to rewatch that. I may do that soon. But yeah, I mean, pretty solid. Elf found an article says it's not Psycho, Halloween, or Black Christmas. It's Torso from 73 is the first slasher.
I've never seen that. I don't think I've seen that.
I wonder how that works. Are they not considering Psycho as a... Okay, we're going into genres. That's literally a whole episode. We've done that before. We went down that rabbit hole.
Psycho is a slasher. We have to count that. So if we're counting Psycho as a slasher, it would be Psycho because it came out in 60.
That's like a whole debate to get the genres going, because horror subgenres start getting crazy quick. But yeah,
true.
What would you rate Black Christmas 1974?
The 10, I give it 7.5.
I give it a 6.
I want to say 8, but I feel like 7.5. I feel like 7.5 is more true to what I really feel. And out of 5, I'd give it 3.5.
I give it a good 6.5, probably.
That's fair. I mean, it's still above average, not by a lot, but still.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not Boo Boo Shoes. It's not
no, not at all.
It's not
it's not bad either.
Santa Werewolf, where I'm like, man, I just wasted time. Like,
Christ.
I didn't during the movie say, okay, I'm wasting my life. Like, it is a classic. It's a slasher in the 70s. It had kind of stacked the deck on its side a little bit for me. And
yeah,
honestly, I don't even think there's a lot of blood in it. Like, it's more of the like minimalistic approach, not like a lot of cheesy effects. You don't really see the killer. You get like a crazy eye and like silhouettes. Less is more, as me and Christian have said a lot of times when done right, and this movie does that, so it gets points for that. It gets a positive review.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so we have done that. If you guys haven't watched the classic Black Christmas, it's a great holiday movie. 1974, please don't watch the most recent one. If you do, you will probably hate your life, and you might headbutt something. Just saying. I can't.
Probably will.
Yeah. So let's lock in for our Christmas spectacular. Yeah, I was doing the hands again. So apparently we're gonna watch Creature Commandos. So there's that.
Absolutely.
I have a suggestion, but we could double up if we have
Okay.
time. It is up to you.
Okay.
My suggestion is I want to get
Yeah.
you good and riled up for Christmas.
Okay.
Let's watch Krampus.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's watch it.
I'm pretty sure it's on
I'll write
Max
it
or
down.
something anyways.
Yeah. Well, let's do it.
Isn't it?
Let's do it. I'll
Maybe
write
it's
it
not
down.
on Max.
It's on something. I know that it's
I've seen
streaming right
I've seen it
now.
on a bunch of streaming sites. And by Krampus I mean the one that our beloved Trick or Treat director did.
Yeah. All right. We'll do it.
Okay.
We'll do
Do
it.
you have
We'll do
another
it.
one you would like to throw in? Or do you think that's enough?
That's probably enough because I was just gonna say Black Christmas 06 because it's
We can
literally
let's throw that
right
in
there.
too, just so I'm gonna vote not watching 2019 unless you just want me to hate everything.
I don't want to watch 2019 for the same reason.
Okay. I feel like I watched 2006 maybe last year, but I can't remember.
If everybody voted for us to watch it, then I would do it. But they wouldn't ever do that to us because they don't hate us that much. So
I mean, the
thank
only
you
way
guys for
I would
not
watch
doing
it is if they all watched it with us, so they suffer too. I'm just saying.
That's a good. I like the way you
If
think.
you want
sir.
our misery, you can do it too. Look, you could even join us. Maybe we could all do a community Friday night or something. We could throw on one of them.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I would definitely do it that way. That way makes more sense.
Which 2019 or 2006?
19. I'll watch 6 anyway.
Where is 6 at?
But
Do you know?
2019, ooh, 6 is also on Tubi.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. So, I think that's gonna do it for that. So we're gonna try our best to double up. I know it's a crazy whatever. So we'll do our best. But Krampus is the main one, and I can't wait. Christian is so excited. Why do you hate Krampus?
We'll get into it when we talk about it. I'll save it. Save it.
So you hated my Halloween costume?
No, I think the design of Krampus in general, fantastic.
Okay.
I love that.
Okay.
It's just the movie, not the character.
Speaking of which, the director of Krampus liked my costume.
That's awesome.
I know. I was like, I kind of fangirled a little bit on that because I was like, "Yo, you did Trick or Treat?" Ha ha ha. Like literally, Trick or Treat's probably in my top 5 movies of all time.
It's so good, dude. It's such a good movie.
That one,
But
that
you
one's
don't
up
need me
there
to
for
tell
me.
you that.
Okay, but I digress.
All right.
So we got stuff to
Right.
watch. Next week will be our Christmas spectacular. What was it when you did spooky ghost things? Isn't that what you kept doing? Yeah.
Spooky Ghost Ship. Spooky Ghost Ship.
Yes. It says spooky ghost. This is spectacular. Yeah. It is time, though, ladies and gentlemen, that we
Pass the whiskey.
That's right. Get your as we go into last call, and I'm assuming since I saw Jordan lingering around the chat that he has something on deck for us. Oh wow, that was quick. Gonna go easy, Sir Christian Robin Locks. Sir Christian Robin Locks, and go with a quick and short question this week. Would you rather have no internet or no phone or instant messaging, a la texting, DMing, or so on? What's your choice and why? So no internet, no phone, no instant messaging, or no phone, or wait.
Are you saying?
Yeah, hold on. I'm
have-
confused by the end of that. How would instant messaging work? Like, if you don't, wait, what? Is that what you're gonna ask? Like, what are you gonna ask?
I'm assuming the question is, would you rather have no internet or no phone to like text and blah blah blah? Would we rather not have our phone or rather not have internet? So like if we have our phone but we have internet, we still can't like send messages. There's no texting, no DMing people, none of that. Or
So we have to just call people.
Yeah, straight up just talking to people old school. So would you rather have an old school phone with no internet or internet with none of the
Internet.
none of the thing? I think I still rather have internet even though I can't talk to people because I mean no offense to people, but fuck people. I'll just be
Are you
on the
big on
internet by
talking on the
myself.
phone?
I am not big
I'm
on
not
talking on
either.
the phone.
I know some people that like instead of texting they'll just call and I'm like, bro, you could have just sent me like a short text and we've been good. Like I don't need
The
a
only time
20-minute
I think,
conversation.
yeah, the only time I think calling is more appropriate is like if there's a bunch I'm trying to say real quick and I can
Yeah.
just say that to you, or if I need something, if like you're busy, I'm busy, and if I call you I'm like, hey, I need to know this, this, and this, then sure. But like just to like call and fuck off, like, nah, man, you better text me, man.
I don't even really call my wife that much. Usually, like,
Yeah. I mean, well, it's the other way around a lot for me, but like, yeah, I mean, if I don't have to, I don't really do it.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
But
And
yeah,
plus, I work on the internet, so I mean, that would kind of.
yeah. But Jordan, I appreciate you for the quick question, man, the quick and easy, because my eyeball is about to explode out of the socket
Can
because
we
of
can
this
we see it?
migraine. So I really
Can we
appreciate
clip
it.
it?
I mean, it wouldn't be good for me. Wouldn't be good for
Are you
me.
sure?
Not a good look. Yeah.
Might skyrocket the podcast though.
Oh man, I don't know if they'd be worth it. I wouldn't be able to see you guys anymore.
I mean, we could put it back in.
Oh,
We could like Thor you. I'm sure we could like rig something up.
with the patch,
No patch. We'll just get some kind
the
of something
glass
to put in
eye.
there. Yeah. I'll find like a sweet
I do like
marble
the
or
name
something.
Christopher. I do like the name Christopher Robin Locks. That's pretty funny. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for me today.
All
So
right.
unless you got some parting words.
Yeah, it's time to close it down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like your last call question to be featured on an episode of Sippin' With Sin, come join the Kick Chat, kick.com/IamSinister, or hit us up on the social media sites at Sippin' With Sin, SIPPIM with Sin on TikTok, Threads, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. New episodes come out every Wednesday, 8 a.m. Central Time on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and my YouTube, youtube.com/IamSinister. So go show them love, rate it 5 stars, follow, subscribe, thumbs up, all the good stuff. We'll greatly, greatly appreciate it. The YouTube is getting really close to 1K subs, so it's pretty nice. So let's, if you haven't already and you're listening, these episodes come out, so show them some love, subscribe over there. And then we're getting close to hitting some goals on Kick, so come over to Kick and join the shenanigans live. We film these episodes live on Kick every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. So come join us for all the craziness that does ensue. And yeah. Come hang out with us for those. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Threads, all that stuff, even Twitch at IamSinister TV. You can find me there. Come say hello. Drop your last call question there or your cinema suggestions. You can hit us up on the Sippin' With Sin socials or hit us up on our own socials with cinema suggestions or last call questions. Or you can even join the Discord. Links will be down below. Join the Discord, and there's a section for Sippin' With Sin. So you can find me there. You can find me live streaming Monday through Friday on kick.com/IamSinister. And, of course, go over to youtube.com/IamSinister for that. And check out the new episode of Behind the Vocals that we just filmed. Time of recording this like 2 days ago. It features Bjorn Strid of Soilwork. So check that out. It will be out. Go show it some love. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and youtube.com/IamSinister. They come out every Friday, 8 a.m. Central Time. And I can already announce next week's guest. We'll have Carl Sanders of Nile. So awesome episodes to end the year. Go show them some love. We'll greatly appreciate it. It's my other podcast. And yeah, that's where you can find me, Christian Work, and the lovely folks find you.
You guys can find me on Instagram at Vinin Inc. That's all one word. You guys can also find me on the TikTok at my full name, Christian Vincent. Contrary to popular belief, I don't like social media that much, so those are the 2 places you guys can currently find me.
Christian, I have to say before we go, I think your headache is good for your mic because I don't think your mic cut out once.
That's insane to think about.
I could be wrong, but I feel like you didn't cut out. I don't know if it's because you didn't get excited or maybe the mic took pity, but yeah. I think you had a clean run today.
Well, good.
All right. But ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here until next week. We will see you for the Christmas Spectacular next week on Sippin' With Sin for episode 126. Hope you have a great one. Thank you for listening. If you made it this far, you're a real one. And like I said, you don't have to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here until next week. It's time for Christian. Shut it down.
And thank you so much for tuning in to yet another episode of Sipping With Sin. We really appreciate it. You guys have been listening to us for, 125 times, I think, now, maybe, possibly, 28, something like that. But thank you. We really do appreciate it. It really means a lot to us that you guys not only tune in, but suggest. Those are 2 things that we love. We'd love for you guys to make comments. We read every single comment. Thank you guys so much again. I'm gonna leave you guys 3 words. 3 words leave you with every episode. If you've been here before, say it with me. If this is somehow your first episode, say it with me. Listen very carefully. Those 3 words are: don't get butted.
See you guys next week.